Have you ever felt like you're some kind of magnet for difficult people? Well, there might be a really surprising reason for that. Today, we're going to dive into what that reason is and, more importantly, how you can put a stop to it.
So let me ask you this. Does "sorry, my fault" sound familiar? You know the scene, right? Someone bumps into you in a crowded hallway, and you're the one who immediately apologizes. It's almost a reflex, just a polite way to smooth things over. But what if that simple little phrase is sending a message you absolutely do not intend?
And that right there is the core of what we're talking about. This seemingly harmless habit can actually act as an unintentional invitation, an open door for the very people you'd rather avoid. It's a super subtle signal, but believe me, certain individuals are experts at picking up on it.
So how does this actually work? Let's break down what we're calling the accidental invitation to see how a simple "I'm sorry" can get so twisted. Think of these as signals in disguise. You see the examples right here. Saying sorry when someone else is the clumsy one, or apologizing for just taking up space on the bus, or, and this is a big one, taking the blame for a group project that went wrong when it wasn't your fault. Every single one is a small act of you accepting responsibility that was never yours to begin with.
All right, now let's flip the script for a second. Let's look at this from a totally different point of view. Because what you mean when you say sorry and what a manipulative person hears, well, they're two completely different things. And this is where it gets really critical.
This really lays it all out, doesn't it? The gap is huge. Your intention is simple. Hey, I'm just being polite, trying to keep the peace. But a manipulative person, they don't hear that at all. They hear a bright green light. They hear, oh good, this is a person who will take the blame for my bad behavior.
So what is really going on under the surface here? This little habit, it's not just some verbal tick. It actually points to something much, much deeper. Let's dig into the real root cause. At its heart, this habit is a symptom of having unclear or kind of porous boundaries. It just means you haven't really drawn a clear line in the sand for where your responsibility ends and someone else's begins. And what happens? You end up carrying all this emotional weight that was never, ever yours to carry. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Toxic people are attracted to those who over-apologize and lack clear boundaries. It's a direct connection. They are literally scanning for people who won't hold them accountable. And that automatic sorry you say, it can be the signal flare that tells them they've found one. Okay, so we've laid out the problem. But the good news is there is a powerful solution. It's all about shifting from those soft, blurry lines to something way stronger, something we're going to call forging iron boundaries. So what in the world is an iron boundary? Well, it's not about being mean or starting fights. As you can see, it's a conscious, deliberate practice. It's about clearly defining what's your stuff and what's their stuff, and then refusing to accept blame for the actions and emotions of other people. Simple as that. So how do you start? It's actually a pretty simple 3-step process. First, pause. Just pause. The next time you feel that urge to blurt out, "I'm sorry," just take a breath instead. Second, assess. Ask yourself one simple question. Is this actually my fault? And third, respond. If the answer is no, then use a neutral phrase like, "Oh, excuse me," or sometimes just a simple nod is all you need. No apology necessary. Now, I know this can feel like a really big change, but it all starts with one tiny tactical decision. So let's just focus on the very first step you can take right now. Here it is. This is probably the most powerful piece of advice in this whole thing. Stop apologizing for breathing. Seriously. Stop saying sorry for existing, for taking up space, for having needs. Make this your new mantra. Save your apologies for when you are genuinely, truly at fault. I promise this one tiny shift will fundamentally change the signals you're sending out into the world. So the key takeaway is this. Your words have so much power. And by reclaiming your apologies, you are, step by step, reclaiming your boundaries. So that leaves us with one final question for you to take with you. Just look at your day ahead and decide, what is one thing you will stop apologizing for, starting right now?